Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2018 Graduate Commencement Ceremony. We're very happy to have you join us this afternoon, our distinguished guests, trustees, alumni, colleagues and friends, faculty and staff, and especially our graduates and families. To begin, may I present Mary Catherine Kennedy from the 50th anniversary class of 1968 and School of Nursing professor to deliver our invocation. Following the invocation, please remain standing and join in the singing of the Canadian and the United States national anthems. Professor Kennedy.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so happy, so privileged, so blessed, and so honored to be with you on this very, very special day. Now let us pray. Loving God, we ask your blessings upon the leaders of our church, Pope Francis and our own Bishop Malone, and blessings for the leaders of our college, our president, Dr. Lori Clemo, administrators, and all faculty and staff who work so hard on behalf of our students to guide our campus. We pray especially today for the class of 2018 and their families. May they go forth from Duville guided by the knowledge and the wisdom they have learned while with us. We beseech you that in the tradition of St. Marguerite Duville, our foundress, we will be lifelong students who contribute to the world community by leading compassionate, productive, and responsible lives that emphasize leadership and service. May we remember the wisdom of Pope Francis, not to judge, but to love, not to build ourselves up, but to work for social justice, to be advocates for the poor, the needy, the disenfranchised, and for the good of all. Help us to realize that life is not about what we can attain for ourselves, but what we can do to make this world a better place for all. May we be peaceful people welcoming everyone. With your help, O Lord, we can change the world. Go forth in God's love, and may God be with us always. Amen.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
President Clamo, by authority of the Board of Trustees and the college faculty, I declare the 2018 graduate commencement ceremony of Duval College to be in session. Please be seated. Good afternoon again, and welcome. I'm John Abarno, Chief Marshal of today's ceremony. I will be guiding us through this commencement exercise this afternoon. Today is a great day at Duval College, the end of an exciting academic year where we celebrate you, our students. Our graduates, I speak for all of us at Duval when I say that we are very proud of your achievements throughout your college career here, but especially today as you move into the next phase of your life. At this time, I would like to introduce today's stage party. I ask that you please stand when your name is called. Dr. Lori Clemo, President of Duval College. Mr. Joseph McDonald, our honored guest and commencement speaker. Mr. C.J. Erlob, Chair of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Jamal Perkins, Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Robert Bennett, Member of the Board of Trustees. Mr. Efrain Martinez, Member of the Board of Trustees. Dr. Dolores Presna, Member of the Board of Trustees and President of the Alumni Association. Mrs. Kathleen Christie, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. Mr. John Garfoot, Vice President for Finance. Mr. Randy Bowen, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Life. Dr. Mimi Harris Stedman, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Mr. Jogi Das, Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness. Dr. Jeremiah Grabowski, Dean of Online Learning. Dr. Judith Lewis, Dean of the School of Nursing. Dr. Canio Marasco, Dean of the School of Pharmacy. Dr. Maureen Finney, Dean of the School of Health Professions. Dr. Jason Atzett, outgoing Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences and Education, who will soon become President of Mount St. Mary College Congratulations and good luck, Jason. And Dr. Denise Dunford, professor in the School of Nursing and event marshal. This year, the president of UVille College is authorized to confer an honorary degree upon the following candidate in recognition of notable achievement in his field. Joseph D. McDonald, a fellow of the American College of Healthcare Executives and president emeritus of the Catholic Health System. Mr. McDonald will be escorted by Mr. Charles C.J. Erlob, chair of the DuVille College Board of Trustees. Mr. McDonald will be presented by Jamel Perkins, vice chair of the DuVille College Board of Trustees.
Is this on? Yeah. Good afternoon. DuVille College is pleased to honor Joseph D. McDonald. Capping a career in healthcare that extended over 40 years, Joseph McDonald retired as President and Chief Executive Officer of Catholic Health after 15 years, the longest term in Catholic Health's history. Joe came to Catholic Health in 2002 and guided the organization and its more than 9,000 employees through a challenging time in healthcare. Under Joe's tenure, the organization grew its revenue to over $1 billion, all while maintaining a focus on its faith-based mission. DuVille President Lori Clemo describes him as a tireless advocate for the community, helping guide programs that provide charity care to those most vulnerable, regardless of background or ideology. A native of Knoxville, Tennessee, Joe earned an MBA from the University of Tennessee in Nashville. He earned the distinction of becoming a fellow of the American College of Healthcare Executives, the premier credential in healthcare management. Through Joe's expertise extends nationwide, formerly as serving as the chair of the American Hospital Association's Healthcare Systems Governing Council and many other health-related boards. It's locally that Joe's generosity is felt the most. His influence is visible from Niagara Falls to downtown to the South Towns. During his career, Joe oversaw a system-wide facilities consolidation into Catholic Health's new headquarters and collaborated with other organizations to open a new state-of-the-art healthcare center. He also served on a number of boards, including the WNED Board of Trustees and the Buffalo Niagara Partnership. Asked why he felt a strong desire to give back, Joe stated, "You have time, talent, and treasure. Each of the boards I serve on and organizations I'm involved with, there's something charitable that I have to offer." For his accomplishments at Catholic Health and his generous service to Western New York, DuVille College is honored to bestow on Joseph D. McDonald the degree of Doctorate of Business honoris causa, presented this 20th day of May in the year of our Lord 2018 in Buffalo, New York. Congratulations, Joe.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of DuVille College and the Regents of the University of the State of New York, I hereby confer upon you the Doctorate of Business Letters honoris causa with all the rights, privileges, and honors pertaining thereunto. In testimony whereof, I give you this diploma signed by an authorized member of the Board of Trustees and bearing the corporate seal of DuVille College. Congratulations.
It is now my distinct honor to welcome our honored guest, Mr. Joseph McDonald, to offer his remarks today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. McDonald.
Wow, I'm pretty pleased. Let me tell you about my graduation, my MBA in 1979. It wasn't near as prestigious as what I'm seeing today. My daughter, my favorite child, my only daughter, was born December 12, 1979. Guess what day my graduation was for the MBA? So every day, every birthday of hers, I remind her that she prevented me from going to graduation. 3 days later, I called and they said, well, come by the university and we can pick it up. I go there, nobody knew where it was. I went down to the mail room, and the guy in the mail room looks, he said, oh yeah, we've got it here, and he pulled it off the shelf. He dusted his coat off, he stepped out of the mail room, he said, on behalf of the governor of the United of Tennessee and the president of the University of Tennessee, we give you your master's in business administration. Thank you very much. So, you know, it was a pretty good, I didn't get any commencement speech or anything else too, but I remember that. Let me thank Madam President and CJ and I are colleagues, and Mary Hoffman and I have been colleagues for the last 15 years that I've been here. I also want to thank the trustees and the faculty and you great folks for allowing me to have this honor. What I wanted to do is talk about if I had the opportunity to sit down with you for a cup of coffee at Starbucks, or looking at this crowd, maybe a brew at Eddie Brady's, and you were to say, so what advice could you give me? I thought about that a lot. But first I want to tell you, this morning I got up, I was really pumped up. I had 3 cups of coffee, I was ready for this presentation. The first undergraduate, I came up and gave the speech without reading it. And then I turned to my wife this morning, I said, honey, in your wildest dreams, did you ever imagine that your husband would be getting an honorary doctorate? She looked down and she says, I'm sorry, you've not been in any of my wildest dreams. So, you know, you've got to have people that'll keep you anchored. And my wife, Penny, and I have been married. She is a PhD in nursing, and I've got a son who's an MD and a son-in-law. And when they heard about this, I got this type of a conversation. Well, that really is a wonderful honor you're getting, an honorary doctorate. But it's not exactly the same as you know, quote, a real doctorate. So I listened to it, and I got that same conversation from all 3 of them. But my point is, I'd say, I know I didn't do research or complete a dissertation or take comprehensive exams, but I also don't have any student loans with this degree, so I'm pretty happy with that too. I want to share with you a couple of ideas, and there's a great business writer named Peter Drucker who was very prolific in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and he wrote a lot of really groundbreaking analysis of organizational theory, but he said something that really meant a lot to me. He said, the best way to predict the future is to create it. So think about that for a second. The best way to predict the future is for you to create your future. And I think that is sort of what I want to talk a little bit about today. You need to have a quick start. Many of you are already working, I know that. I worked full-time to get my MBA, so I know the work and the lift it took on it too. But there are some ways that you have to go full steam into your next job, whether it's a faculty or a hospital or teaching or a practice. There are some skills that have been very useful. There's a book that was written by Dan Campa and Watkins, and it was Right from the Start, R-I-G-H-T, from the start. And that book had a lot of case studies about how people were very, very successful as they launched their careers. It also did a lot of work on why people didn't achieve success. And there was a couple of elements in there that I thought were very useful that I want to share with you. But even before that, I would really encourage you as you go out and begin thinking about your employer to take a pause and really do your own due diligence on the companies, the hospitals, the practices that you're thinking about joining. This is a big event, and I would recommend that you talk to people, you read all the material, read the PR material, read their annual reports, and then talk to people that have worked with them and ask the question, what's it like to work in this hospital or with this medical practice or with this business? What are the leaders like? And you'll get a sense about, are they an organization that believes in their mission, vision, and values or not? You need to find, Joe's recommendation, an organization whose values line up with your values. And there's nothing worse than a company has one values, and after you get in there, you figure out that it doesn't work for you. And you want your first job to be a strong job. I also tell people, in a lot of ways, you're really not supposed to love your first job. You need to get in, you need to learn a lot of things, you need to think of yourself as Joe McDonald, Inc. You want to be loyal to the company, I'm not saying that. But get in, learn, but go into accepting a job with your eyes wide open. So fast forward, you've interviewed a lot of places, they finally offered you the job, you're comfortable about what they do, and you think you can be an important part of it, and you step in and accept the job with your eyes wide open. Think about the first day you show up for that job. You know that you'll have to go through orientation to a new company. We all do it. But hit the ground running. I say the first day you start with a new job is the first step on your next promotion. Don't drift into your first job. Get into it. A couple of the short things, brief comments I would add to that. There's, in the book, right from the start, there's 3 zones of work that they recommend, and I've seen this. The first is to become a student of the organization that you joined. The second is to begin establishing working relationships, and the third is build your reputation. Let's go with the first one. A student. Really get in, try to understand. Let me just make believe you're joining a hospital. Get a good feel about what the origins of the hospital, how did it start, what's its mission today, and really get a sense of its strategic directions. Most companies, if you're going in and you ask the question, I'd really like to understand where this company, this hospital, this practice wants to go, and the manager or the leader can't tell you that, that's a flag for you. Because the leaders have to articulate, this is what we're going to do, and this is why we're going to do it. Also be a student of the people that you work with. Find out exactly what brought them to the organization. Ask questions and make yourself comfortable asking people that have been in the organization for a while. The next step, after you've sort of done your due diligence and you've accepted the job and you're now you've begun to become the student, begin to build relationships. All of us are not type A personalities. All of us are not extroverted. But it is important to sort of push yourself out of your comfort zone and begin meeting not only the people that you're going to be working with directly, but the next range of people outside. And somebody says, well, how do you do it? It's not complex. Usually there's a lunch break. There's a place that people go for lunch. You pull up a chair and you sit down and you say, I'm Joe McDonald, I'm new with the company. Who are you? What do you do? And begin having those conversations. You'll learn a lot about being open to people and asking them questions. At the same time, you begin to develop your own reputation. In marketing, it's referred to as your brand. And you want to have a brand of the go-to person, a person that people have great confidence. And ultimately, you want people, if leadership is where you want to be, you want people to view you as an emerging talent. All of you have the capabilities to do it. You will make mistakes. But the biggest thing you have to do as you build your brand is when you say you're going to do something, complete a report, do a presentation, take care of a project, make sure you do it. because every time you do that, you're adding to your body of goodwill. It's a very important element moving forward. These are all master's level, doctoral level students. The other thing I would say to you is you are the mentors of the organization you go into. You have a mastery of your technical skills. Be open and be generous to help people that are trying to figure things out. Sometimes people come out. I was a newly minted MBA, and I had a job at Nashville Memorial, which was the ECMC of Nashville. And my boss brought me in, and I was a newly minted master's, and I knew everything, so I thought. So there was some project came up, and they asked a question, and far be it from me, I'm not an introvert, I'm extrovert. So I started to telling them everything they could possibly know about this issue. And they came to the conclusion, a group of 12 people, and we're going out. My boss, J.D. Elliott, who's passed, said, "Joe, why don't you stay for a while? I want to talk to you." And I thought he was going to talk about a project. And he said, "Joe, sometimes it's better to be quiet than right. Because that's where the concept of emotional intelligence comes in." So that was an important learning I had for me. You have the opportunity to be great mentors for the next folks in your profession. And at the professional level, you have the opportunity to contribute not only to this university, but to your profession. Being a mentor is that's some of the most rewarding times I've had, is being able to work with people and helping them work through a problem that they couldn't quite figure out. And sometimes it's a matter of just listening and asking a few questions and letting them solve the problems yourself. So let me wrap it up. I want to express my appreciation to everybody for this recognition. It's been wonderful. I want you to express your gratitude to your parents and your family and your children and your faculty and all those folks who've been part of the process to help you get here today. I ask you, as a graduate of Duville, to stay engaged with Duville. Stay involved with the alumni activities. Speak well of your college, and try to encourage other people who are looking for a place to study to come to Duville. And I also ask you annually to support the university. I worked with a person many years ago, and his comment was, you can give $25 a year. It's within your means. But make a small contribution every year to Duville and do it all the time. And I know that's tough sometimes, but what it will do is it'll allow you to be part of investing for the next group of students that are going to be sitting in your seats. Thank you very much. Have fun today.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. We are very grateful for your considerable contributions to healthcare in Western New York, but just as importantly, to the people and the communities of our area. We thank you for your thoughtful comments and time you've spent with us today. Thank you. I'm now pleased to present Nicole Catherine Webb, representing the School of Pharmacy, who will give the salutatory address. Ms. Webb.
Sorry, I just need to take a second to get situated. Oh, that's so much better. There's a whole front row I would have never seen. So I'd like to start off with every graduate and recent grad's favorite question: what's next? Most of our lives have been a continuous saga of contemplating what's next, and so many of these what's next questions come from a place purely of obligation, something to scratch off of a list and move immediately on to the next item. Checking off the checkboxes of life at a lightning speed. What is the next test that I need to study for? What is the next test that, I already said that one. What is the next test that I need to study for? What is the next hoop I need to jump through? What is the next deadline that I need to meet? What is the next meme that's going to overtake the internet? And what's the next show I want to watch on Netflix? My name is Nikki Webb, and I am a chronic What Is Nexter. And my goal speaking with you today is not to motivate you with lessons learned or to pass on some deep understanding of the universe, primarily because I don't have a deep understanding of the universe. However, with the next few minutes of your time, I intend to thank you, and I aim to challenge you. For me, my journey at D'Youville started 6 years ago when, at the freshman barbecue, I, notably out of character, asked my parents to just stay 5 minutes longer. Random chairs were becoming organized to form circles as new connections were being made. The freshly seated lawn was becoming trampled with equal parts nervous and excited energy. Full carts passed by with bins weighed primarily with the expectations of the following years to come. And this memory sits so vividly with me because it was one of the first times in my life where, God, I had no idea what was next. I couldn't fathom it. And it was the small things, were people gonna be nice to me? Was I gonna be able to make new friends? Was my roommate gonna be super weird? But then it was also, will I succeed? Will I be able to make the difference that I intend to? I was terrified. In those 6 years, I've learned that what is next does not always need to be a call for scripted action to study or to plan or to work towards an arbitrary goal. I don't mean, of course, to say that those don't mean in the grand scheme of things, this is a college graduation. That would be silly. However, within my time, I've had the absolute privilege of growing in a climate in which my peers and my mentors have had such an unimaginable hunger to change the world, not just live in it. And it makes you wonder, what is it about this small college that makes both students and educators attracted and as leaders? And what I've found that tucked into the west side of Buffalo, the question, what is next, is not a task to be checked off or have a gold star stuck onto. What is next is a perspective, and it's a dialogue, a method for self-reflection and then improvement. Never in my life have I been surrounded by so many individuals across all fields of study or walks of life with such passion for internal growth, for their patience, for their scope of practice, but most importantly, for their neighbors. To take the world around them as is and to challenge it. See, at D'Youville, it's the students and the climate that we've now made that we don't want to work today for a better tomorrow. We don't want to wait until tomorrow, and so we don't, because we're making a better today. And this climate of change didn't start with our class, and it won't end with our class moving on. It's a product of thousands of open minds that came before us, recognizing and advocating that people of all creeds, races, sexual orientations, cultures, upbringings deserve the same opportunity to succeed and to have their experiences add to a community and strengthen that community, not remove them from it. We're all a product of our experiences, days adding into weeks, adding into years, adding into graduate degrees. And today I'm a pharmacist. But more importantly, I'm a D'Youville pharmacist, prepared to practice in the field what I've learned on this campus, what you've learned on this campus. Compassion, empathy, respect, probably some pharmacotherapeutics. In short, I want to thank you for allowing me to grow with you, metaphorically. I already made the step stool joke. As an understatement, my last 6 years have been absolutely incredible, and I stand here today humbled and completely honored to have been part of that experience with all of you. Class of 2018, we're a force. And I wish you the most luck, and I challenge you to continue learning, to continue to support each other, to continue to shape your profession and the world around you today, not tomorrow. Congratulations, class of 2018. I cannot possibly be more excited to see what's next. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikki, for your reflections and insights, and congratulations. It's now time for the degrees to be conferred. Out of respect for all the graduates and their families, The audience is asked to please withhold all applause and cheering until all candidates have received their diplomas. I present the faculty who will hood the candidates. Dr. Renee Kadzow, Professor Margaret Fry, Dr. Stephen Grandy, Dr. Jason Sproul, Dr. Christine Verney, Dr. Sarah Pichter. I ask Dr. Mimi Harris-Stedman, Vice President for Academic Affairs, to introduce the candidates for degrees, and President Lori Clemo to confer the degrees. President Clemo and Dr. Stedman.
President Clemo, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates assembled here has qualified in all respects for advanced academic degrees by successfully completing curricula offered by the departments of D'Youville College and have been recommended by the faculty and Board of Trustees to be awarded appropriate degrees in recognition of their academic achievements. I am pleased to present the candidates hereinafter to be named who have qualified in all respects for the degrees of Combined Bachelors of Arts and Masters of Science, Combined Bachelors and Masters of Science, Masters of Business Administration, Masters of Science, Masters of Science in Education, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Doctor of Chiropractic, Doctor of Pharmacy, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and Doctor of Education. Graduates, will you please stand?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of D'Youville College, I do hereby confer upon you these degrees according to the department in which you have qualified, with all honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereunto. Graduates, please be seated.
I ask Randy Bowen, Vice President for Enrollment Management and Student Life, to join me to assist with the introduction of the graduates. President Clemo, I now present the candidates from the School of Arts, Sciences, and Education, led by Dean Jason Atzett. Bachelor of Arts, Masters of Science, Jenna Michelle Abadi. Nessa Ashley Amber Stefaniak. Bachelor and Master of Science, Emily Marie Carayas. Jason Paul Denhays, Jr. Assisting in the presentation is Mr. Jason Denhays, Assistant Professor of Biology and Jason's father. Ed Kerber. Master of Business Administration, Jeremiah J. Belknap. Stephen Richard Fink. Laura Catherine Franklin. Paul John Gister. Daniel Keating. Angela I. Lipinski. Beth Janine Miller. Greg Prusachik. John Joseph Snyder, Jr. Greg Toscano. Susan E. Washburn. Master of Science. Vincent Akinsokaje Akinwandi. Maha Alakar. Sundos Alkalidi. Judith Appentang. Samanda Besley. Sarah Bethany Dare. Julia DeSantis. Abiomi Dixon. Marnie Marie Gerace. Taylor Dominique Grayson. Elise Marie Collada. Chanel Jashawn Madison. Lisa Gay K1 Mullings. Jacqueline Van Roy. Did I miss a school? Master of Science in Education. Jeremiel Fairman. Doctor of Education, Dr. Kathleen Curtin. Congratulations to all the graduates in the School of Arts, Sciences, and Education. President Clemo, I now present the candidates from the School of Health Professions, led by Dean Maureen Finney. Bachelor and Masters of Science. Courtney Elizabeth Adamczak, magna cum laude. Amanda Kelsey All, cum laude. Brianna Bartholomew, cum laude. Savannah Renee Brayton. Molly Brogan, summa cum laude. Caitlin Margaret Buck, magna cum laude. Sydney Grace Byron. Michael Chung, magna cum laude. Allegra Christine Chuchil, magna cum laude. Jeannie Marie DeMarco. Deanna Marie DeSimone, magna cum laude. Rachel Dubé, cum laude. Kaylee Elizabeth DuPont, summa cum laude. Haley Ewart, magna cum laude. Chelsea Ann Forgy. Heather Ann Hafner, cum laude. Teresa Hugh, summa cum laude. Allison Johnson. Peyton Noel Clydonis, magna cum laude. Kelsey Rose Krawick, magna cum laude. Jennifer Legrand, magna cum laude. Christina Nicole Loris, summa cum laude. Caitlin Margaret Lowry. Elizabeth Ann Lyons. Christina Mandolfo, magna cum laude. Jamie Elizabeth Manfredo. DJ Mazzoni, magna cum laude. Kristen Marie Muldurig, magna cum laude. Devlin Merlin New, magna cum laude. Samantha Jo Paolini, magna cum laude. Brittany Perry, magna cum laude. Megan Prouse, cum laude. Valen Reed, cum laude. Maria Ann Palumbo. Gabriella Nicole Rizzo, cum laude. Emily Ann Sliwowski, summa cum laude. Erin Elizabeth Sliwowski, summa cum laude. Keegan Storm Stanchik. Sarah Jessica Stando. Julie Helene Talma, summa cum laude. Michael Tu, magna cum laude. Margaret May Tirado, cum laude. Rachel Utstein, summa cum laude. Jenna Van Veldhuizen, magna cum laude. Sophia Wang. Caitlin Ashley Wien, magna cum laude. Shannon Brooke Wilson, magna cum laude. Shannon Wiseman. Hannah Mayer Zittel. Assisting in the presentation is Kim Zittel, Director of Personal Counseling and Hannah's mother. Sumaya Abdul Kadir. Noor Al Habib. Sarah Ann Bartz. Taylor Jane Bellin. Sandra T. Bonsu. Amanda Contarin. Madeline Rose Catronio. Jimmy Nap Long Dong. Kara Michelle DeRocco. Rochelle Cadiz Donato. Kelsey Ryan Coyle Farmer. Fauna Flores. Mercedes Maria Gomez. Krissa Erin Guy. Bobby Hangen. Amanda Marie Hawes. Sarah Josephine Kalish. Nuchi Kong. Madeline Krautzek. Lauren Kryzik. Lanisha Felicity Littleton. Mary Kate McKinnon. Catherine Marr. Megan Elizabeth Masonette. Valerie Lynn Manzello. Matthew Daniel Martin. Justin Jeffrey Matuzo. Carly Janine McCory. Kate Miano. Brittany Nasson. Steve Wynn. Alexandria Orazai. Aaron Palmer. Andrea Panzuto. Kelsey Pinkham. Christopher Savaggio. Dasuba Sise. Shafali Shah. Justine Rose Smith.
Anita Usamune.
Kira Sorensen. Miranda Renee Summers. Lauren C. Sweeten. Onyika Anita Uzanowe. Melissa Marie Walker. Melanie E. Wheeler.
The station is Afua Wood, Melanie.
Jordan M. Wigg. Kanita T. Williams. Afua Wood. Joelle Lauren Wysocki. Amber Yeager. Congratulations to all the graduates in the School of Health Professions. Doctor of Chiropractic, Dr. Joseph Nicholas Calisano II. Dr. Kyle P. Fancher. Doctor of Education, Dr. Michelle Alt. Dr. Paula Suzanne Crawford Dickinson. Dr. Clement Nisaya. Doctor of Physical Therapy. Dr. Jennifer Suzanne August. Dr. Jessica Marie Banning. Dr. Melissa Barker. Dr. Morgan E. Bassler. Dr. Julian Paul Birmingham. Dr. Jessica Lee Bloss. Dr. Robert Edward Bunnell. Dr. Daniel Timothy Callahan. Dr. Rachel Capola. Dr. Payman Cham. Dr. Omar Chaudhry. Dr. Cassandra Lynn Coyle. Dr. Margaret Horn Collins. Dr. Caleb Ronald Cummins. Dr. Nico Paulo de Batos. Dr. Emily DiPala. Dr. Ashley Rose Edelsberg. Dr. Kathleen Engelhart. Dr. Sean Fox. Dr. Avonlea Suzanne Fry. Dr. Lisa Marie Gardner. Dr. Melissa Rose Gillen. Dr. Brian Michael Grayback. Dr. Jody Marie Gregory. Dr. Michael Grundich. Dr. Joseph Gugino. Dr. Rabia Ser Hassan. Dr. Matt Hebda. Dr. Kelsey A. Howland. Dr. Allison Nicole Hubble. Dr. Vinosha Jagatheswaran. Dr. Ashley Patrice Jones. Dr. Brittany Krebs. Dr. Aaron Lee. Dr. Hyun-Hye Lee. Dr. Shannon Nora Martin. Dr. Lisa Ann Modera. Dr. Miranda R. Munez. Dr. Allison Ann Murray. Dr. John Paul Nazarette. Dr. Justin Patrick Nelson. Dr. Philip Robert Odien. Dr. Anthony L. Olivieri. Dr. Lauren Orinaka. Dr. Rachel Marie Pandolfi. Dr. Erin Victoria Pennington. Dr. Frank Dominic Petrazio. Dr. Amy Elizabeth Funtner. Dr. Phoebe Eliza Phillip. Dr. Lindsay Prentice. Dr. Michael Joseph Pontillo. Dr. Eric William Reed. Dr. Countess J. Richards. Dr. Michael Patrick Sanley. Dr. Leanne Irene Schroeder. Dr. Catherine Hannah Scott. Dr. Mark Sidlecki. Dr. Caitlin Size. Dr. Brian David Spillman. Dr. Jenna Ray Warren. Congratulations to the graduates in the School of Health Professions. President Clemo, I now present the candidates from the School of Nursing, led by Dean Judith Lewis. Master of Science, Emily Anderson. Chelsea Lorraine Ashworth. Jennifer Atea. Pealban Bavsar. Atika Bendel. Jacqueline Lillian Makulo Bitayi. Danielle Elaine Borzuski. Leanne Evelyn Marie Campbell. Amanda M. Coleman. Larica C. Evans. Kayla Flumerfelt. Dijah Caprice Fulgham. Caleb Joseph Gibbs. Stephen Nabil Gobrin. Samantha Goldback. Sarah Gondo. Emily Susan Graber. Abigail Grange. Lauren Marie Hammond. Chelsea Ann Hatch. Teresa Irving Kerr. Amanda Bon Jack. Carnell Jackson. Corey J. Jackson. Mosayeb Karimi. Nancy Kowacki. Patricia E. Kennery. Courtney Kessel. Kamika Lee. Julie Lembeck. Joseph Matthew Lohr. Joel M. Mammon. Kathy Lynn Marcotte. Kelsey Eileen Martin. Mariam Naim. Dara Patel. Rajdeep Punya. Caitlin Elizabeth Putzbach. Lisa Quinn. Carlton Rausch. Piava Rioli. Assisting in the presentation is Ms. Diana Rioli, Clinical Assistant Professor and Piava's mother. Michelle Satola. Jacqueline N. Ryan. Rachel Elizabeth Showers. Mia Simoncelli. Brittany Nicole Sisson. Kirsten Ann Smith. Miranda Elizabeth Socken. Kelly Marie Stockdill. Amanda Ann Ulsifer. Okay. Rachel Mary Utzig. Allison Marie Vandenbrand. Natalia Vasilchuk. Ashley Walker. Nursing certificates. Amber Mehta. Kiana Withers. Susan Elizabeth Molendijk. Masters NP Post Certificates. Postmasters NP Certificates. Diana Rioli. Doctor of Nursing Practice. Dr. Mary Beth Hoppy Lewis. Dr. Kianda Elizabeth Mouch. Dr. Kathleen Speta. Is that the end of nursing?
Yeah, this is school pharmacy stuff.
Okay. Congratulations to all the graduates in the School of Nursing. President Clemo, I now present the candidates from the School of Pharmacy, led by Dean Canio Marasco. Doctor of Pharmacy, Dr. Dorcas Vera Aja-Hauko. Dr. Shauna Andrews. Dr. Corey Richard Baker. Dr. Andrew Tyler Bless. Dr. Yuri Boots. Dr. Brian Andrew Campbell. Dr. Michael Thomas Carter. Assisting in the presentation, Dr. Tammy Lee Demler, Adjunct Clinical Professor and Michael's mother. Dr. John Joseph Casali. Dr. Marianne Rashid Shaib. Dr. Lisa Ling Chu. Dr. Alyssa Marie Sisdell. Dr. Olivia Shea Costa. Dr. Michelle Darko. Dr. Stephanie Ann Dermeyer. Dr. Richard Sean Edwards. Dr. Katrina Eldridge. Dr. Anthony Christopher Empel. Dr. Allison Jean Englert. Dr. Daniel Michael Fiorini. Dr. Kelly Elizabeth Flatley. Dr. Allison E. Gons. Dr. Larissa Jo Gaywell. Dr. Philip Hartman. Dr. Michael John Helwig. Dr. Lindsay Hurley. Dr. Tuba Javed. Dr. Janelle Johnson. Dr. Eric Matthew Kapazinski. David Kolchak. Dr. John Coomer. Dr. Luciano Michael Ladelfa. Dr. Rachel Rebecca Lonsick. Dr. Ashley Lopez. Dr. Jamie Lynn Lukashevitz. Dr. Kathleen M. McEwen. Dr. Sean Malik.
This is Nizami.
Dr. Brian Joseph Matina Schmiel. Dr. Morgan McCarthy. Dr. Joseph McCarty. Dr. Ryan McFadden. Dr. Daniela Gabriela Moroni. Dr. Malad Nizami. Dr. John Carmen Nespeka. Dr. Francesca Nguyen. Dr. Chloe Grace Nickel. Dr. Keeshawn Patel. Dr. Emily Alyssa Quast. Dr. Bradley John Reinhardt. Dr. Caitlin Ann Reinhardt. Dr. Elizabeth Christine Regal. Dr. Jenna Melissa Rowland. Dr. Faisal Sibu. Dr. Cheryl Patricia Shaw. Dr. Yusul Song. Dr. Taylor Ray Strauss. Dr. Khalid Suleiman. Dr. Tyler Henry Sordi. Dr. Rick Tresmond. Dr. Yan Wong. Dr. Nicole Catherine Webb. Dr. Jamal Wintz. Dr. Eric Calder Wolf. Dr. Melissa Wozniak. Dr. Kimberly Z. Dr. Xin Yuan Zhang. Congratulations to the graduates in the School of Pharmacy.
Congratulations to all of our graduates.
Congratulations. I would now like to ask Dr. Dolores Presna, class of 1970-2014, President of the Alumni Association, to the podium to formally induct our new graduates into the D'Youville Alumni Association. Dolores.
It is my honor to be here today, not only as a proud alumni, but as president of the D'Youville Alumni Association. Today, on this incredibly special occasion, we celebrate your accomplishments, but also the rich history of D'Youville. The Alumni Association provides a vital link between the 20,000 living alumni and the college through our student programs, career networking, alumni events, philanthropic support, and reunions. However, there is another responsibility that comes with being part of this association. So if I may, I want to give you one final assignment. As a proud alum, we ask that you tell the story of D'Youville College. Tell them about the caring community that you have been a part of, the opportunities you have had to study in a globally recognized college. Tell them about the opportunity to learn from faculty scholars, to participate in research, internships, and clinical placements, to be in a place where faculty knows your name. Tell them this story with a grateful, open heart, letting them know that D'Youville provided you the opportunity to make an impact, not only while you studied here, but now in the world. So now, it is my distinct honor to officially induct you into the D'Youville College Alumni Association. On behalf of all of the alumni, we welcome with great pride the class of 2018. We look forward to seeing you, hearing from you, learning about your lives after D'Youville. Don't forget to share the D'Youville story with all those you meet across the globe. It is now, after all, your story. Congratulations.
Dr. Lori Clemo, President of D'Youville, will now give her congratulatory remarks. Dr. Clemo.
Thank you, John. And congratulations again, graduates. Today is truly a milestone for each of you. The achievement of a dream, a goal, a calling that started a few years ago when you selected D'Youville on your admissions form and decided to make our college your first choice. And we are so grateful and thankful that you did. And we are so hopeful that you feel the same at the end of this part of your journey. My congratulations are really from the entire D'Youville community, to whom I'm indebted for their commitment to excellence. I thank our faculty, who dedicate themselves to providing you a stimulating academic experience and who often share with me stories about the joy and satisfaction they receive when working with you. Please join me in thanking your faculty. I also thank our devoted staff who work tirelessly to help make your experiences outside the classroom seamless and simple. They may not have the hands-on time with you in the classroom, but they too share with me so many positive experiences about their day-to-day work with you. And one more group to thank. I turn my attention back to you, graduates, to all of those other people in your lives, your families, friends, your classmates, your coworkers, those closest to you who have been your encouragers, your comforters, your supporters, your counselors, whatever their role in your life has been, I thank them for being a part of the team that got you to this place today. And if I may, can I ask our graduates to take a moment, stand, and turn and join me in thanking those who supported you in your own network. And now, today, in part, we are celebrating no more lectures, no more late night studying, no more cramming for exams, but hold the party, because I'm here to offer you the very last lecture from D'Youville College. You have officially crossed the finish line. However, you are really at a new starting line. Soon you will begin a new phase of your life, one that is expected to span another 50, maybe even another 100 years. It is hard to appreciate the nature of the world in 2118 or even 2068, 50 years from now. But we do know that there will be challenges and opportunities to which you, our newest alumni, the class of 2018, will respond, just as the class of 1968 did 50 years ago since their graduation. Later this year, the college will come together, much like today, to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the class of 1968. 1968 marked a year of seismic social and political change in the United States. Some would argue it was the most historic year in modern U.S. history. It was the year that the first blacks were elected mayors of major U.S. cities, Mayor Carl Stokes of Cleveland and Mayor Richard Hatcher of Gary, Indiana. The North Koreans captured the USS Pueblo, a Navy intelligence ship in the Sea of Japan. Its crew was held captive under harsh conditions for 11 months. The semiconductor manufacturer Intel was founded in Santa Clara, California. The company soon after built the first microprocessor chip and became a worldwide computer industry leader. North Vietnam launched the Tet Offensive, a coordinated attack by 85,000 Viet Cong and North Vietnamese that targeted 36 cities and towns in South Vietnam. It caught US-led offense forces by surprise and in many ways signified the beginning of the end of the US involvement in Vietnam. The Fair Housing Act was signed by President Lyndon Johnson, prohibiting discrimination on the basis of race, religion, gender, or national origin in housing sales, rentals, and financing. 39-year-old Martin Luther King was assassinated on the balcony of the Lorraine Hotel in Memphis, unleashing a wave of violence, protest, and mourning across the U.S. Boeing unveiled the 747, the distinctive wide-body passenger and cargo jet. It was a game changer in air travel, carrying 374 passengers and weighing 300 tons. McDonald's introduced its signature hamburger, the Big Mac. And 50 years later, it's still America's and maybe the world's favorite sandwich. 42-year-old Robert Kennedy, brother of slain President John F. Kennedy, was shot in Los Angeles after winning the California presidential primary. Star Trek became the first in America to show an interracial kiss when Captain Kirk kissed Lieutenant O'Hara. Appropriately, Kirk had the line in the episode, "Where I come from, size, shape, or color makes no difference." Yale University decided to admit women after 267 years. After winning the 200-meter sprint in the Olympic Games in Mexico City, U.S. athletes Tommie Smith and John Carlos bowed their heads in racial protest at the Star-Spangled Banner. While expelled from the U.S. team, when they returned home, they were hailed as heroes. Running back O.J. Simpson of the University of Southern California won the Heisman Trophy. And at the end of the year, on Christmas Eve, 1968, Apollo 8 became the first unmanned spacecraft to orbit the moon. It was the first time the whole planet was seen from space. A photo of planet Earth was shown on television as the astronauts read from the book of Genesis. As I speak today, we can say that we have made enormous progress in this country. Yet in many ways, we are still reckoning with the changes that came that tumultuous year. We are still feeling the aftershocks. The class of 1968 of DeUville College, by the way, all women, was smack in the middle of the Cold War, civil rights, human rights, youth culture, all exploding with great force as they sat in your seats on their commencement. To say they were tried and tested as individuals and that they had huge challenges before them was quite an understatement. Many of you sit here today because of them. The foresight of these alumni through some of the most difficult times in our history that gave their time, talent, and treasure back to DeUville College has made DeUville the great institution it is today. Their confidence in the college through their gifts and scholarships have provided many of you the financial assistance needed for you to attain your degree. Their investment in you is our hope for a better tomorrow. We need you. Our world needs you. Your ideas, your passion, and your commitment. We have important problems that need fixing. How do we feed a world whose population is expected to grow to 9 billion in the decades ahead? How do we sustainably meet the world's energy needs? How do we battle the rapid spread of disease in a world that is getting smaller each day? How do we instill hope and a sense of real potential in younger generations that see these challenges coming their way? As educated men and women, these challenges are now yours. These solutions won't be easy or obvious. If they were, earlier generations would have solved these problems. But this generation, your generation, with your collaborative spirit, will find those solutions. They are within your reach. We have prepared you, our newest alumni, to be leaders in society. You have developed strong habits of achievement. You are already tomorrow's leaders. Today, you will leave DeUville to venture off into the new, and that is your path to build and to clear. We wish you good luck. Do well in the world. We will follow your leadership contributions with the greatest of interest. Congratulations and God bless the class of 2018.
Thank you, President Clamo, for your final congratulatory remarks to the graduates. I now ask John Garfoot, Vice President for Financial Affairs, to offer our benediction. John.
Thank you, Dr. Abarno, and it is a great honor for me to be here before you. Let us pause for just a moment before we depart today and reflect. For the families, relatives, and friends of these graduating students, your calling was to support them in any way needed or possible as they pursued their academic goals. Well done. For the members of the Board of Trustees, administrators, staff, and devoted faculty, our calling was to provide these graduates with the instruction, experiences, and opportunities to accomplish their academic goals and to prepare them for their lives as responsible and caring citizens. And for you, our cherished students, you have now completed one calling, as evidenced by the degrees you hold in your hands today. But you have another calling ahead of you. That is to leave these halls of education, to put your knowledge to use in your chosen fields, and to contribute to the world community by being compassionate, productive, and leading responsible lives. If you make that your new calling, the mission of Duville College is accomplished. And so our closing prayer is simple. We offer our thanks to God for all who have answered their calling by supporting our students. We offer our thanks for the intellect of our students and for their relentless and successful pursuit of knowledge. We pray for the strength to continue to pursue our callings, whatever they may be, and we pray that we always remember the words of St. Marguerite de Youville, we must never refuse to serve. Congratulations, class of 2018. Good luck and Godspeed in your future pursuits and endeavors.
Thank you, John. Please rise for the singing of the Alma Mater, which will be sung by Lorraine O'Donnell, Managing Director of our Kavinoky Theater. The words are provided on the back of the program and on the screen above. Lorraine.
O Duville Alma Mater, our song we raise to thee, a song of love, a song of praise, a song of loyalty. We love thy gracious, kindly ways. We praise thy spirit high. Our loyalty to thy fair name will never fade nor die. When we shall leave thy sheltering arms, thy ivy-covered walls, our spirit shall return again to walk thy quiet halls. Thy teaching shall remain with us, although all else departs, and red and white like colors bloom like roses in our hearts.
Please be seated. Thank you to the families and guests for attending the graduate commencement ceremony. It has our collective pleasure at Duville College to be with you today, our newest graduates. Congratulations. As we recess from the ceremony today, we request that all guests please remain in their seats until all graduates have left the auditorium. President Clemo, I declare the 2018 graduate commencement ceremony of Duville College to be adjourned.
am not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. Learn to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious.
When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum.
I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Oh, 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 oh. Another round of bullets hits my skin. We'll fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in.
We're bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun.
We are glorious.
Yeah, that's what we become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us,
For we are glorious.
when the sharpest words want to cut you down. I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. This is me.
And I know that I deserve your love, 'cause there's nothing I'm not worthy of.
When the sharpest words want to cut me down, gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come.
Down is here I go.
I'm marching out to the beat I drum.
Marching under the beat of
I'm
the
not scared to be
drum.
seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Whenever the words want to cut me down, I'll
Send
send the flood to drown them
Gonna drown them out. Oh, this is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. We'll fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink
We're
in.
bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun.
We are warriors.
Yeah, that's what we become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us.
For we are glorious.
When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. not scared to be seen. I make no apology. This is me. This is me.
And I know that I deserve your love. 'Cause there's nothing I'm not worthy of.
When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come.
Here I come.
I'm marching on to the beat I drum.
Marching on, marching
I'm
on.
not scared to be seen. I make no apology. This is me. Whenever the words want to cut me down.
When the words want to cut me down. Gonna drown 'em out.
This is me.
Another round of bullets hits my skin. Will fire away. 'Cause today I won't let this shame sink in.
We are bursting through the barricades, reaching for the sun.
We are warriors.
Yeah, that's what we become.
I won't let them break me down to
dust. I know that there's a place for us.
For we are warriors.
When the sharpest words want to cut you down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be.
This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come.
And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. This is me.
And I know that I deserve your love. 'Cause there's nothing I'm not worthy of.
When the sharpest words want to cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me.
Whenever the words want to cut me down, send the
This is me.